Hello everyone, this is Ankur from Team ByteWise. So this is the project we have been working on during Hack4Bengal 3.0. We know that since the lockdown due to COVID-19, India has shifted significantly towards the digital world and cybercrime rates have also increased dramatically. According to study, India recorded over 79 million phishing attacks in 2023. So the most commonly used uh, cybercrime in India is phishing. So our aim is to help people live a safer digital life. So we have developed WiseShield AI, a comprehensive security solution designed to protect users from phishing attacks. WiseShield AI integrates a backend server which harnesses the power of artificial intelligence or AI, and it has a Chrome extension in the browser which detects the phishing site and informs you. So let's start with the installation procedure. Here you have automated installation for direct testing. This is the shortest way to install WiseShield AI and test it. So we will do that. We will clone the repository first. After cloning, we will just cd into the directory. Then we have two commands, one for Windows and one for Linux. So if you are a Linux user, you have to perform these commands. Or if you are a Windows user like me, you have to type these commands in PowerShell. So ensure you have PowerShell window open. You can open a PowerShell window from the Windows terminal using the drop down. So we will just run the PowerShell script. Now, WiseShield AI will automatically download all the dependencies and stuff and will open a testing environment for you to test the extension and the back. So as you can see, the installation is now complete and quite a few windows have been opened. So let me demonstrate you all the windows first. So this was a primary window from which I ran the command. This actually starts a front-end server at port 5173. Next, we have this window, which is the backend server. It's a Flask app running on port 5000. And we have this is the Evilging server. Evilging is an open source application to host phishing sites. And of course, it is for educational purposes only. And we have used it here to test the Chrome extension. And it is everything is actually hosting all the phishing sites in localhost, so phishing sites won't be accessible to any other host other than your own PC. So let me again remind you, this is for educational purposes only, and it is not to be used for malicious purposes. And we have this Chrome window. This is a test Chrome window, which actually has some bookmarks to fake the fake websites you have created through evil and the real versions of these websites. So we can test our extension. So we have all the extension pre-installed in this window. As you can see, WiseShield AI. We'll click that and see that WiseShield AI is enabled. We can enable or disable using this button. Now it is disabled, and we click it again. It is now enabled and is scanning. So we can just test our sites now. So first, let's go to the fake Amazon site and test whether the extension is working or not. I will click this, and here we have the okay. So as you can see, WiseShield AI detected it was a phishing site and it just gave us a warning. The site you are trying to access is not safe. WiseShield AI has prevented the following site from loading. See, the domain of the site was www.amc.localhost. .localhost. It's not Amazon.in. So it's definitely a phishing site. So you can see the confidence rate. It's 100% sure that it's a phishing site. And also we have a button to go to the real Amazon site. The button link will of course vary from site to site. So I've just opened a fake phishing Facebook page, then this button will lead to the real Facebook page. So we'll click that and let's see where it goes. Okay, here we have another Amazon, but this time it's real. As you can see, it's www.amazon.com. So this is the real website. Okay, let's test it again with another website. For example, let's open real Google. So it should not detect. Let's see what it shows. Okay, here we are with the real Google website. Let's see what the extension tells us. Okay, the extension tells us the site is safe. As you can see, the domain is accounts.google.com. So this is a safe site. Let's check fake Google now. Accounts.google.local. Let's click it. As you can see, it's fake. Of course, WiseShield has detected it instantaneously. WiseShield has prevented the phone inside from loading. Here it is accounts.google.localhost. Of course, it is fake. The confidence rate is 73%. So let's go to the real site and check what does it lead to. Yes, it leads to accounts.google.com. You can check with other websites too, if you wish. For example, say I open LinkedIn and this is the LinkedIn page, and of course confidence 99% fake. So this is how you can test it. Let's see how it works. I will open VS Code, and here we have the backend folder, the Chrome data folder, everything's folder, the extension folder, and the frontend folder. So let's open the backend folder and check into the code. Uh, main.py is the Flask server that is running. Our main objective is to see the code of WiseShield. What WiseShield AI does is that it first creates an AI model, including the URL, domain, brand, and content of real sites. Here we have used these sites. For example, Facebook has these domains, Google has this, Amazon has these domains. We have created a sample data from the big tech companies and integrated it and trained our AI model using that first. So what it does, it catches the URL, domain, and brand and content, and then stores it into this PKL file, which is here, the real sites features probability.pkl. It contains all the data necessary. So whenever we open a fake website, for example, fake Facebook, so what YShield layer does is that first, when you open a site, for example, if I open real Facebook, YShield layer checks if there are sensitive fields in the site or not. For example, email address, password, these are sensitive fields, right? So it checks if there are sensitive fields or not. If there are sensitive fields in the site, it requires the backend. The Chrome extension contacts the backend to check if the site is fake or not. First, basically, it uses the page source as its data. It sends this page source to the backend, which is running at port 5000. Now the backend actually checks from the pre-trained data if the content of the site matches with any of the sites uh, trained trained in the pre-trained data. For example, say as you can see, if I open fake Facebook, this it was just redirected us. For example, if we just disable the extension, now open fake Facebook, right? So we have opened fake Facebook, and as you can see, there are two sensitive fields: email address and password. Now the extension has detected these fields and sends the site content, which is the page source, to the backend server to verify if the site is fake or not. Now the backend server matches the content with content of these websites, which it was pre-trained on. It matches the content, and if it does match, what it does is that the domain of the site we have opened is same as the domain of the site content it matches. For example, here we have opened fake Facebook. The content will match with the real facebook.com. But as you can see, the domain here is www.fb.localhost, while the real Facebook's domain is facebook.com. So it will not match. So since it doesn't match, so it returns the status as fake and also gives the real site URL. So if we just enable the extension and open fake Facebook, it will just instantaneously tell us that this site is not fake, and it's of course 100% confident, and we can go to the real site. The real site is, you can see, engb.facebook.com, the real Facebook site. Hence this is how WiseShield AI detects the fake websites. Also, say you want to add your own website to the training data. For example, let's say you have created a website that you don't want other people to make a clone of and say fish other people. So what you can do is open a front-end server which is running at a port 5173. If the front-end server started at localhost 5173, we can just open that. And here is some information about our extension. It's written. Now you can go to site knowledge page. Now this site knowledge page has all the sites our backend has already indexed. You can see here. So we can just go to the bottom of this page, and here you can see we have a form that actually lets us add our own site to site knowledge index. And also it will train the AI model to detect the phishing clones of the site. For example, if I add a site, for example, I don't have Discord here. As you can see, I don't have Discord here. I will just add Discord. What's the URL of Discord? It's discord.com. I will just add it here and press submit. And you can see URL has been submitted. Now I can just reload the page and I will see Discord has been added to our site list. Now, if someone makes a fake website of Discord, it will automatically detect it. So this is the project we have created during Hack4Bengal 3.0. To use this project directly on your local machine without this test environment, you can check through the manual installation in the repository. This actually has a lot of installations there. So we have just made it smaller with one command. You can also check our website, our front-end website. Here in the homepage, you can see some basic information about our project, WiseShield AI. Here are the frequently asked questions about WiseShield. And if you click on the Get Started button, you get redirected to our GitHub page. Also, you can download the entire repository zip using the download button. If you click on our team, you can view the members of our team ByteWise. Also, if you want to close the testing environment, you just have to go to the primary window, which actually runs the front-end server, and just press Ctrl C. All the windows will exit automatically. Thus, the testing environment is closed. Also, you can just restart the testing environment by running the script again. We'll just run the testing environment again, and you can close it again using the same method. Thank you again for checking out our project.